Hello YouTube, what is happening? Blizzardraptor here, we are back in the lands between with some more Elden Ring quests. So if you remember the last time we left off, we had travelled all the way over to the west of the Weeping Peninsula. We've done the castle already in previous episodes. I decided I would like to explore a little more, so we found this small village, ruined by frenzy. We also found the lookout tower, the demi-human forest ruins, and then eventually made our way up to the Church of Pilgrimage. In today's episode we are going to check out this area here. I suspect it's on a minor Elden Tree, which usually comes with a tier. This is a cave. I found this out. The other character which I am currently playing, which I play just for my own amusement, is a samurai, and to make the type of samurai build that I wanted to do, I came here. This clearly indicates a cave on the map, so in this cave I found the katana which I wanted, which is besides the point. All I really wanted to tell you guys was that I suspect this here is a cave. So I'm going to do this today. I may have a go at the cave, but I kinda want to explore this part because I'm learning now that these bits on the map are really important. So yeah, I want to have a good look around this eastern part of the Weeping Peninsula. So let's start by heading south and finding out what this is. As you can see, I've changed my shield over. I've literally just done that before I started recording. Although my round shield was good, it does not protect me as much as this one does. This one, it doesn't have 100% physical either, but it does have 83 physical compared to 76, so it is a little more protection from physical damage, which is what I want. I don't want to be taking too much damage when I block. I may not block everything, but I will block the majority. And that gets rid of the vampire bats. So I'm really enjoying this series. Expect an hour-long episode every day this week. As we travel with Raptor and try to find out what exactly is going on in this extremely messed up world where men bond with trees, jellyfish fly through the air, giant glowing trees just grow because... Ow! Well, that's rude. Listen, I'm a visitor here. I'll do it. You know what, I'll take a drink out the flask because when I kill this guy I should get one back. Oh, don't ride through that, David. He has a gas attack. His flatulence is toxic. I'll tell you what, the mounted combat is something else in this game. It is actually quite good. I enjoy it because it gives me another option. Oh, that's an Erdtree guardian, isn't it? Oh, I wonder if I can... Hey, you know what, let's have a go. Bring in my skelly boys with me. Let's go, skelly boys. Right, you. Oh, too early, far too early, far too early, far too early, far too early. There's a big wind up on that attack. Oh. Ow. Oh, wow. That was a lot of damage he dished out early on there. I think blocking isn't going to be much good against this guy, so I think we just drop the shield for this fight. We'll need to try and roll through his attacks, and we'll also try and use our Ashes of War. I can't get the timing. Got that though. Oh, I thought I was dead. Oh, the skeletal militiamen come back for me as well. That's amazing. And the Ashes of War from this does do work. Take advantage of the iframes at the end of that there. Oh! Gonna let his aggro transfer to him and then hit him with one of those, back off again. I think I've still got a flask of cerulean tears, so... Oh! Oh! Come too far over this way now. Ah, damn it, I would have had him as well. I drew the aggro off the guy, one of the forest guardian type guys off to the left there. Cup of tea. So the good thing is the skeleton militia, like when I fight them, unless I finish them when they're on the ground by attacking them as they're resurrecting, they keep coming back. The same thing counts for my guys. Unless the enemy finishes them off, they're gonna keep coming back. I'll try and draw his aggro to let my guys recover. Yeah, I have. There we go. Now my guys should get back up. We traded there, which is fine. Now, I don't want to be too far over this way, so I'm just going to reset my position. But let him come after me. Whoa, no, no. Ah, no, no. Oh, no. We'll get out from under his feet. Top the health off. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a great attack. So that skeletal militia man has went down. Ah. He is so tough to beat. I think I'm gonna need a few more upgrades possibly. He's dishing out some incredible damage here. You know what I want to do? I want more room. I'm gonna try and take this guy out first. I'd quite like to be able to move around this space without having to worry about this guy getting involved. I know that was easy, but it wouldn't be easy if he was right in my face. And we don't need to be making this fight any more complicated than it already is. Now this guy is a tough character. So the skeletons have drawn his ire. Try and bring his wrath back to me so that the two of them can stay alive. They don't do a lot of damage, but what they do is... Oh, no, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, what they do is they do... Oh, excellent. Quick, 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 quick. Yes! I figured out on enemies that a golden glow like that means I've put them into a stun state. Roll. Keep rolling to the side, should be okay. And he's down. Here we go. So part of the trick was keeping those guys alive long enough to put them down. And we've done that. We get a bubble tear, crimson burst and an opaline tear from him. That's fantastic. I've said it before 100 times, I'll say it 100 more. The only thing that beats you in a From Software game is you. You get impatient, you want things now, you take damage, you die, you think you're never going to get the hang of this game, you get angry, and you know, it's a self-defeating cycle. What you have to do is accept the fact that you'll die. Just make your peace with it. Once you realise that death is part of what's built into this game, then you'll loosen up, you'll play your better combat, you'll get the hang of things, you'll pay more attention to enemies' attacks, you'll learn from them, and it's less frustrating. Believe you me, it's less frustrating. So, rather ironically, I do not need the health flasks. Can you guys hear that singing? I don't know if that's an NPC, but I'm curious, so I've just done a ring of the tree just to see if there was anything else. I'm gonna go towards that now and see what there is. There's definitely something here. Aha! Gonna drink the cerulean tears. If I need to, I'll take... No, it's definitely along here, isn't it? Is it this bat that's singing? Because that looks different. If I'm not about to make an enemy out of this NPC. So I think that's what it is an NPC. Staying out of the reach of my sword, that's always wise. Something almost hypnotic about that singing in the background, it draws your ear. And I don't know if that's intentional or if it's just an accident of what is really good design. The singing's haunting, and it, you know, anything you're trying to listen to, it does seem to draw your attention. Can I talk to you, or are you just going to attack me? Well, they certainly are. I think that person that was singing is going to attack as well. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, fair enough. Down. So that's a new enemy type. The reach on this claymore helps me get to him there. So that's a fascinating new enemy type that we found there. Really interesting. It's like a vampire sort of a nun that's been turned into a vampire. I can't think of a better way to put it. So off to my right is this here. I think that's the church that I'm seeing. I get quite excited when I see a church now because I think to myself, hang on, that could be... I'll head there first. Got these. I like the fact that I can number these. Got this. Got this. We've got this. Very organised today. What we want first is number 1. So we head towards number 1. Now this I knew about. Erin played some of this morning and she found this first. That is a church tower on legs with a bell underneath it. I don't think anything more needs to be said about that. I don't know if it's benign, if it's hostile. We do things in order here. I think I'm approaching this backwards, which is not ideal, but take a drink out of my flask there. So hit that the ominous bell tolling. That's making me think of Hell's Bells. Don't know if that's hostile. I don't think so, but I think gets you killed, so we'll just... Now I saw some of these as well when Erin was playing. Headless knights, similar to the ones that we've been fighting. They have the brass shields. That would have been ideal. Let's try that again. Is it just that I can't hit them because they're ghosts? No. If one of them drops a brass shield, I'm going to switch to that because I have it on my samurai character. I'm not using it. I found it with my samurai character, and when I checked it, it was a 100% physical block shield. So it would be ideal. I think it would also be a little lighter than the one that I'm carrying just now. Mausoleum surcoat. Oh, this is slightly different armour as well. Might as well have a look while we're here. Little better slashing protection, little better lightning and holy. Physical's the same, but again, striking against fire, it's different again. The endlessly guard. The Wandering Mausoleum. So that's what this is. A Wandering Mausoleum. Ooh. This is the 4th Church of Marika. And churches usually come with those sacred tears or some kind of tear. And most of them come with a site of grace as well. Not all. I don't want you guys to ride towards one thinking that it's going to be refuge for you. Some have enemies inside them, for example. If you remember the village where all the guys were frenzied with the yellow eyes, that had the rats with the yellow eyes inside it, there's an example. There was no site of grace inside there. It was a church. It had a sacred tear. You know, if you rode in there with low health, expecting to find a site of grace, thinking you could heal and rest, you would have got your backside kicked. So we are going to go to flasks. I don't know if I have golden seeds, and I don't. But I can... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to go back in here. Because I want to check and see what these other tiers were. Steadily restores HP for a mixed time. Okay, you know what? I like that. Temporarily raises max stamina, boosts strength, boosts faith, enhances charged attacks, negates damage. You know what? That sounds like quite a good last ditch flask. Almost like a Hail Mary flask. Because I've rested, I am going to presume... Yeah, they're back. Oh, they can teleport. That's a bit cruel. They don't give many runes, so it's not worth farming these guys for runes. They don't seem to be any stronger than the standard soldiers. As you can see, that wasn't a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong, if you get surrounded like in any Souls game, you will die quite quickly to chip damage. Showing off there. Didn't need to do that. So, well, that wasn't number 1, was that number 5? That was number 5, apparently. Wasn't this what I was originally going to? I think it was. Okay. You know what? We found this already. We'll just do a loop round this way, so I will just head to number 1 first. So here we have another jail. However, the rune appears to be locked. And I am not sure I have 100% there's a cave down there somewhere. Yeah, so we'll go and explore that once we've done our loop of here. I'm going to check and see if I have a key. Sadly not. Bit of a shame. So we'll take that off. We know what that is anyway. It's disappeared itself. Okay, so up to site number 2 now. The Tombs Ward ruins. And again, ruins like this are usually the ones that have this, but like all parts of this game, sometimes they are... Have I still not bought a torch? No, I knew I had a torch. Knew I had a torch. Yeah, like all sites in this game, they come with risks, as you can see. Those guys, those bandits, can be dangerous. They have what look like side swords, possibly a rapier, not 100% sure. But again, some of these tombs you just come down and there is a chest. Sometimes you come down and there are enemies that you have to clear first. The scythe. Here we are. So the scythe requires dexterity and faith as well. It does cause blood loss build up, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Deals holy damage. White Winged Maidens are said to be Death's gentle envoys. That's excellent. Not bad at all. I think that's an item in there as well. We'll just may as well go in and pick it up. A beast's liver. Okay. So number 3. It's actually going to be in a weird order. It's going to be 5, 3, 4. It doesn't make much sense to do the loop any other way. Something else I should mention about Souls games: do not expect respite. You cannot pause these games, and even if you're just looking at your map, it's not a pause. Enemies can and will creep up on you, attack you. Going to hug this cliff and see if there is a cave. Normally, you won't have to worry about... Oh, that's even better. You won't have to worry about seeing the cave. I think FromSoft realised that not everyone was going to spot the entrances, so they have been kind enough to put a brazier outside caves that make it obvious, or a door that you can clearly see. So don't worry about missing caves, you won't. As you can see, there are some more headless knights down here. Garden near Wandering Mausoleum. Easily the most interesting level I've seen in any game. I'm going to take a few of these guys on. I'd like to get the bronze shield to drop. Okay. I knew he was almost dead, so there's one down. There's 2 down. And there's number 3. No items. so got excited there when I saw the incredible bit of level design. If you can get inside that, that would be fantastic. I don't think you, but you know that we can't climb in this game. It's not a mechanic that you need to bother about. From Software are pretty straightforward in their actions. You can explore this world. They've added verticality by giving you the chance to jump, which you did not have in Dark Souls. Giving you an endlessly wandering mausoleum. So map marker number 5. Beast bones, always handy for making bolts or daggers. Now on top of there you'll see a ballista, and on top of that horse you'll see a knight, and you'll see me riding away, turning around, trying to get back. I want up here. That gets me in. They have to climb the ladders now to get to me. I can take out the ballista marksman. Okay, that was slightly strange. I think this is supposed to teleport you somewhere, but it hasn't. I'm not sure if that's because I was aggroed. Yeah. Any more? Yeah, there are. I can see them. This is a proper knight that's coming up here as well. They all die just the same though. There we go. I don't think their feathered friend gets off his horse, so he will be down there still riding around, or potentially right at the bottom waiting for me. That's his lookout. Yeah, transporter track, there we go, because I'm not aggroed anymore. We'll see where this takes us. Leyndell, the royal capital. So we've been transported to the far north of the map now, as you can see. It'd be quite nice to find a site of grace here to give us the option to teleport back. Again, this may be an area that is too soon for us. We are only a level 29 character, I believe. To give you an idea, with the samurai I'm level 41 or 2, but I have just started to cover the southern tip, the Weeping Peninsula, and I'm still finding enemies that are a bit of a struggle. I have 2 really good katanas. Gonna have a go at this guy because ouch. Just yeah, there was no point. That's fine. It is what it is. I'm not even bothered about the 6,000 runes because I'm now at the stage where it costs 10,000 to level up. So can't whistle on the horse here either. I'm gonna go and get. I know I just said I'm not bothered. I'm gonna go and grab them just because they're right in front of me. I think they're here, yeah they are, and then I'll just jog back and they'll teleport away in a minute. You can rest at a site of grace as long as you're not physically being hit. You can rest at a site of grace. That'll de-aggro all the enemies in the area, and we will go back to the 4th Church of Marika. The Tower of Return, I don't think there's anything there now. So if we go back to the 4th Church of Marika, we can make our way down to point number 4 on the map. And we've still got a little bit of time, so we should be able to clear up this area. Again, these headless guys will be back. We'll have a little go at them. Just to try and get our shield. No. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably do some off-camera farming for the brass shield. I think it would be better. Okay. So he's looking right at that tower, and his statement seems to suggest that he's aware of the transporter that takes you back to the royal capital in the north of the map. He's not talking about that one, he's talking about... See if I can do this. He's talking about that one. Finally I can return to a capital bathed in rays of gold. Whoa, 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 wow, oh, got away with that. So, here we have more ruins and a disgusting look. Oh, toxic swamp, toxic swamp. No, 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 don't want. This is another staple of From Software games, is the toxic swamp. An area where walking will cause toxic build-up. But if you want what's in here, you will have to be willing to be poisoned in order to... Okay, so what are you guys? They look like they're wearing cages. They definitely have 4 arms. They actually don't look real, they look like mannequins, can you see that? The joints look wooden. They look like an automaton, like a fake sort of mannequin, robot, hybrid type thing. The Witchbane ruins. I think even riding through on Torrent, oh no, riding through on Torrent does not cause toxic build-up. The only problem is you won't be able to go downstairs or interact with anything unless you're off. Oh wow! So he's a mobile magic mortar cannon. I do love alliteration. A poison bloom. Luckily we don't get poisoned going down these stairs. Get our torch out. And here we have an item, the ambush shard, and an NPC.
It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates!
So there's nothing I can do for her. Her dialogue just seems to repeat. She does bear some resemblance to a sorcerer that I've seen in this game before, which is interesting. Well, it is to me. So now the last point that I had marked up on the map, a little hut with a site of grace outside, which we shall touch, and a merchant. Excellent. I do like the merchants. Isolated merchant shack.
It's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
We have Lost Ashes of War, the Zweihander, which is a two-handed sword, and I have the Skeleton Wheel, but I'm happier with the Claymore's moveset. A lantern. Now the advantage to the lantern is you don't have to have a hand free to illuminate the dark areas. The lantern will put your equipment load up though. I am going to purchase it though because it's handy, it lets me continue to two-hand my weapon. I'm going to see what the note on the Wandering Mausoleum says. Sacrificial twig. Interesting. I use bolts with a crossbow, don't I? It's just so I can have
a safe journey.
Bolts. So if I take that off, I think the lantern will go. Do I have to manually use this? Yes I do, okay. But that's fine. I can do that at the start of an area that I need to. Okay, so that's excellent. So the last thing I wanted to do then was have a look on the beach. And I've got a few minutes left, so we can do that. So we have these guys. I've met these guys before as the samurai character in Caledon, which is an area that we're working up to go into. That's the furthest you can go there. Now, the edge of the water here, you will die if you progress beyond that. Again, another mechanic that From Software doesn't bother with, and they don't have to, is swimming. It's in Sekiro because it fits, but it doesn't have a place in a game like this. There aren't areas of water that you're expected to traverse. As you can see, there's a lot of these wandering, rotting, they're basically zombies. They're humans infected by rot, which does basically make them zombies. There's a huge mass of them there. That would be far too many to fight. Even on horseback, you would exhaust your stamina, get dragged off the horse and then beaten to a pulp. So it's just not worth it. They don't give a lot of runes. They give maybe 36. That's just not... all you're doing is wasting your health, basically, if you're fighting them. You're wasting your stamina, wasting your flasks. It beat beach doesn't seem to go much farther here. As long as they don't aggro, I'll ride along here and have a look, but I don't think there is anything on this beach after all. There's an item here, which we'll nick on the way past. Some golden runes. They probably will have aggroed now. Yeah, they have. I thought so. Because I've picked that item up. Doesn't matter though, I'm not bothered. There's nothing there. There's no caves. That looks like an alternative way up or down, but I don't have time to have a look because of that giant land octopus. Cormorants. I thought they were penguins when I first saw them. They're not, because they actually have wings and fly. So yeah. So this is just a cool little area then. It's not leading to a hidden cave or anything like that. Now that I've been here and seen all of this, gotten all the items. The last bit where there could be something is up here, but I'm pretty sure that's just a pool. So there's just really this western part now to have a look at. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll start with here. Then we'll make our way up to here. And check out here as well. I think I can fast travel to get a little bit closer just to make it less painful for you guys. In fact, we'll do that in the next episode because I'm just realising that we are almost at time. We're very close to time, so just to avoid the risk of accidentally running over, I will say thank you for joining me. This has been great fun. We've knocked out the western part of this Weeping Peninsula. We will progress on and explore the western part in the next episode. If you've enjoyed the videos, please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know that you're enjoying them. Subscribing helps me grow the channel. It lets me know people are interested. It encourages me to keep putting this content out for you guys. With that being said, you guys take care of each other, be kind to each other, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care and goodbye for now.